Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. So today, going to kind of continue a series that I started a long time ago, kind of been slacking on it. I really want your honest feedback after you're done with this video. Do you like content like this? Really my account centric, kind of following my raid journey, if you will. Today's going to be kind of what I do on a daily basis, what a day in my raid life kind of looks like. This is the content that personally I kind of find interesting. Like, I would love if every YouTuber, raid YouTuber did content like this. Just kind of gonna peek in and say, oh, that's how you do things, huh? And that's what you're up to. And maybe it'll kind of spark ideas for some of your accounts as well. So that's what we're gonna do. So a day in my raid life, right? So I think I mentioned this, but kind of recently, before this patch 2.2, I was kind of slacking. I wasn't getting all of my clan boss attacks in every day. I was letting my arena tokens sit at 10 of 10 for too long. Same thing with my tag team arena. But now I've kind of got that spark again for the game. Really feeling it lately, and I can't wait for Doom Tower. So I'm trying to kind of, what I want to do is my kind of long-term goal is to get way better at faction wars. I have a lot of cleaning up to do here. I just finished Lizardmen Crypt today, like 3-starring every single stage. However, I think this is the only stage I've done that with. Now, I've gotten to level 21 in a lot of the faction wars. I've beaten level 21, but along the line, a bunch of 1-stars. So I got to go back and clean up all those 1-stars, so eventually I can go ahead and get that OP ridiculous champion Lydia, the Hell Siren, or whatever Demon Siren. I don't know what she is, but either way. So I have some work to do for sure. I think my weakest faction crypt right now is actually, I'm pretty certain it's Skinwalker. So Skinwalker is an area, what I'm trying to do is look at like my 2 or 3 weakest crypts and try to build my next champions, if I can, of those factions. That way I can kind of improve along those lines. So every day I've been doing my faction wars, usually kind of midday. The first thing I do every day is my clan boss attacks. I do that while I'm working out at the gym because I have an unkillable team and it takes forever, right? So you can see at the gym, I just kind of put it on auto and it's like a half an hour to get both of those attacks in because I take all 50 turns. So my teams aren't crazy OP or anything like that. It's just I barely 2-key Ultra Nightmare and then I 1-key Nightmare, and that's kind of my clan boss for the day. Again, I try to get it done earlier in the day if I can, because truthfully, I am not into clan boss, man. Like, that's not my favorite part of the game. I know it's a lot of your favorite parts of the game. Me, I don't know, for whatever reason, I'm not super excited about it, about clan boss. Once I have a team that can get a 2-key, that's all I really care about. I'm not trying to, 1-key Ultra Nightmare, even though it would be pretty cool. So I don't know. We'll come up with something in terms of clan boss. I need to refocus on that eventually, but right now most of my focus on faction wars and on making better arena teams, specifically tag team arena. I want to revamp my entire tag team arena team. I'll be moving into Gold 4 this season. This time I made sure I didn't slack this season to make sure I can get up there and see what those rewards are. Actually, they're already somewhere, the rewards that we get because there was no bazaar or whatever. I have not spent any of my gold bars at all. So 36,000 gold bars is exactly what I've been able to farm so far. I'm saving up all my gold bars for a fragment summon that's really, really good, or if Plarium ever introduces something absolutely insane to the bazaar, I'll have enough gold bars saved up. I'm really, again, not super concerned right now. I mean, what can I get here? Energy, silver, ancient shards. Again, don't worry about Drexstar right now. These accessories are pretty cool. I could get a legendary skill tome, which is valuable, sacred shard, which is valuable, but still, I'm just going to sit on them. I'd rather have the shards than have the gold bars than have 1 sacred shard or 1 legendary skill tome. Only if I really, really needed it, and I would never use it on a rank 5 chicken, I don't think. So that's just me personally. Everybody has their own strategy for tag team. What I'm really doing here, if you look at my battle log, let's see. So my defense is super solid, man. I've won 3 defenses, lost 1 in the last 24 hours. Okay, make it 2. So I'm 3-2 on the defensive end, and here's my teams. So I have this team in the lead. The thing with my account is I've never bought like speed gear from the shop. And for those of you who don't know, who aren't like endgame arena or whatever, the best players in the world always spend the $150, $110, $100 every time those speed artifacts come up. That way they can, upgrade them and get those speed substats. I've never done that, even though I'm a dirty pay-to-win player in this game. I draw the line there, like everybody draws the line somewhere, and that's where I personally draw the line. Is like, dude, I'm not going to spend $100 a week or whatever on speed gear, not knowing if I'll even get the rolls that I need. Obviously, you do it long enough, you're going to get the rolls. So with all that said, I don't have an incredibly fast Arbiter. She's fast. She's like 330. Let me just check her speed. Am I able to do it here? I don't think I'm able. Yeah, I am. That's Lysandra. My Arbiter speed is going to be, most of you guys will hear it and you'll be like, dude, that's incredibly fast. Are you crazy? She has all the best speed gear on my entire account on her, but 334, which is incredibly fast, is still not 350, 360, 370, 380, which you see in Platinum Tier Arena. So I am not winning speed races in Platinum. I'm just not. And the same thing goes with Tag Team Arena. So on defense, I actually like Shiramani in there with the freeze. I think it's pretty cool. Opening ability, Ice Storm has a 100% chance of landing freeze. So I'm using her on defense. I don't use her on offense. Otherwise, these are the teams that I also use like as standard unless I have to switch things up on offense. So my favorite team in my entire account is this defensive team. I'm going to make a whole video on this team. Obviously, OP champions. Actually, I took Valkyrie out of that team, put Razin in. Oops, not Coulthard. Not Coulthard, Razin. So I'll talk more about this team, not because you guys likely have all 4 of those champions, but I want to talk more about arena strategy, moving away from a speed team, generally speaking. So that will be an upcoming video, so I won't go too in-depth on that. But yeah, these are my teams. I have Kymar in lead on team number 2, but this is my weakest team by far here. Krutraxa, Lysandra, Shiramani, and who did I miss there? Shiramani, Krutraxa, Kymar, Lysandra. So a work in progress. Team number 1 is all in immunity gear, and that's where I can get the edge, because I'm not going to outspeed a lot of teams in tag team or in arena regularly. However, what I can do is go right head to toe with the Hegemons and with the Torments, my bad. So that's kind of my strategy. I'll pair this team up, the first team, with the Torments and kind of do that. So at the gym in the morning, usually before I get to work and stuff with YouTube videos, that's where I get my clan boss. And if I still have time, which I usually do, I'll try to just burn my arena tokens for the day. That way I'm working with 0 out of 10 for when I start like my work day, right? And then throughout the day, usually I'll just, depend on what I'm going to do for recording. Right now, in terms of my champion collection, I have my gear. I'm going through a big gear re-optimization. I had made a video about this 4 or 5 days ago or whatever, but I'm basically taking all of my Faction War champions, all the champions that I don't use in dungeon runs, essentially. And there's a lot of flexibility there. You can get by in dungeon runs with a lot of different champions in this game. I'm trying to put everybody in defensive gear, right? So defensive chest plate, defense on my, substats here, a lot of defense on the substat. Otherwise, the main stat, even on my attackers, I'm trying to put them in HP and defense. I'm trying to make that transition because, again, I'm getting ready for Doom Tower. I'm getting ready for Faction Wars. When Doom Tower comes out, it's going to be the most difficult area inside the entire game. I want to make sure I have the defensive gear leveled up and the champions ready to go there. That way I can progress, because nothing in this game is really time trial. Time does not matter. It's all about energy and optimization with your energy. So again, or your tokens or whatever, or your keys in Faction Wars. So for me, I am focused on re-equipping all my champions, starting with the legendaries or my most used epics, and then just kind of moving along, right? So again, trying to get all, Zargala, I think last night, I put her in this defense chest instead of an attack chest, for example. So again, I'm really going for sustainability, not caring so much about incredible damage output except for my arena nukers. So that's what I have going on in terms of my champions. In terms of upgrading champions right now, I am working on 2 guides for you guys in the coming week. Abyss, who got a buff, I'm going to be doing a guide on her and building her out. I can also use her in the Sacred Order because one of the Faction Wars that have not beat level 21. So I think the Abyss could help me out. Again, I don't want to go, though, with Resistance on the chest. She's just a mule right now, just carrying random gear that I didn't want to trash. But she has good base defense at 10-13 for an attack-based champion. So, her skills are kind of wonky, though. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to build her out yet, but she's my next kind of champion guide for you guys, along with Warcaster. Bannerlord's another faction that I can't beat level 21 right now in my current champions. So hopefully Warcaster will change that. I'm also going to be doing a full champion guide on Warcaster. I think he's a really underrated champion. So in terms of champion upgrades right now, those are the two champions that I'm focused on. Also kind of on my radar are Errol, Lord Champ for Fort, and Baron. None of them are good. Actually, War Chief. War Chief for Skinwalkers, man. That's the answer. That's the answer. Okay, that's going to help me out. As I told you guys before, Skinwalker's my worst faction wars. He was my last legendary that I pulled on my last shard pulling video. And yeah, he'll definitely help out a ton in faction wars. Not a great champion, but has a provoke, beautiful, has a reflect, damage taken onto the attacker. Defense increases by 15% for each dead ally. The idea here is make him like an absolute incredible tank that is really, really difficult to kill, load him up with a ton of defense, and hopefully I can just kind of squeak by with him on the team. At least he's not going to die, right? In Faction Wars, he only has a 3.5 on the ratings, though, but I actually think this champion, even though he's one of the worst legendaries, actually think that similar to Grohawk, where is my boy again? Similar to Grohawk the Bloodied, I think he'll actually be good in Faction Wars. So that's what I'm focused on in terms of champions right now. And again, I just want to kind of throw it to you guys. If you see any champions in my collection that you want to see me do a guide on, let me know in the comments, guys. I would love to build out some of these champions. I was kind of going to do a guide on Faceless, on Gorgorab, but I just kind of put them on hold for other champions right now. But there's plenty of options here. Other champions I was thinking about doing a guide on. I want to start doing more niche champions, not like the most popular ones that everybody does guides on. But I thought about maybe Executioner. I thought about for a rare champion. I like to kind of switch up rarities every guide that I do for you guys. So either way, that's kind of what I'm thinking about right now. And I have a bunch of champions in the vault, obviously, as well. Could do Lua. I think Lua is really solid, too. Who else do I have here? I don't want to take up too much time talking about this, but I have some options that I could do in the near future in terms of champion guides. So anyway, guys, great haul. I'm back to farming. I might try to play end of season arena, but if I don't, either way, next week I'm going to reset. I'm going to stick one champion in there on defense, and I'm going to start really working and grinding out my great haul. What I want to do next is build up all of my defenses to max. That's the priority right now. I have one more level I could do on accuracy. I guess I should do that as well for Force Affinity. But other than that, guys, yeah, it's going to be all defense. I have a 6, 6, 7, and 6. So definitely need to work on this defense, especially because I'm investing heavily on defensive teams for the arena. There's no reason why we can't max these all out. So that will be my goal. Probably by the end of October, I want to have all of these 10 out of 10. What else do we do? So midday, kind of just focused on whatever video I'm going to make that day in terms of what I'm up to. I always try to be cognizant of what tournaments are going on, what events are going on, and throughout the day, if I can, I'll do my Faction Wars attacks. Now that we have quests and advanced quests, I'm actually making sure that I do my tag team battles. That way I can get, and I already got one today, that way I can get my extra Faction War keys, and then I can use those to get some extra stars, right? Because again, I want to catch up on stars and really improve my Faction Wars. I'm not using anything in the Forge right now. I'm just saving resources. Again, it seems like Swift Parry and Perception sets are from the talk of the community and, you know, just my own observation along with yours, I'm sure, seem to be the best sets here. Resilience is solid too. I think that 10 and 10 is pretty solid on defensive champions, but Perception and Swift Parry are definitely the big, you know, sets that everybody's kind of vying for right now. So, you know what, let's just do one for the hell of it, guys. Even though I said I'm saving it, but now I'm going to do it. I'm going to open some shards too. So let's use a rank. I always click on the plus button accidentally. All right, let's use a rank. Let's use a rarity. And then let's go with a chest plate. And so let me think here. I'm going for, so accuracy and speed. If I'm going chest, I'm probably going to put this on a D buffer. Actually, I don't want chest. I think I'm just going to leave that open, I guess. Or we could try to make some speed boots. Let's try to make some speed boots. If I have any speed, I do. So let's try to get some speed boots, man. That would be really, really cool. So I'm going for speed. Yeah, let's do it. All right, let's see what we get here. Okay, so we get gauntlets, and they are attack gaunts. Ah! Man, have any of you guys pulled any amazing, we'll do one more. We'll do one more. Have any of you guys pulled any amazing artifacts or crafted any, forged any, so we got crit rate perception. It is a 6-star, so we'll keep that. And we get speed as a substat there, so I am, yeah, we'll keep it. It's not the best, but I will definitely keep that one. All right, so cool. We'll stay there for now. That is good. That's kind of the forge. I'm just kind of, not stressing too much about it. But right now, we have a new champion that can be, where the heck is he? My bad. Fused fragments. So this dude, Grok Gol the Gaunt, Ogren Tribes. He's a support champion. I'm not married to the idea that I have to fuse this dude. It's mostly for YouTube that I want to fuse him. And let's just go over to him in the champion index here. But I'm trying to do the events. I'm trying to do the tournaments. Let me just check really quickly here, guys. I need... So, champion training, dungeon divers. Yeah, I'll definitely easily get all the shards I can for him. I'm going to fuse him no matter what, just so I can try him out for you guys. Let's summon 10 real quickly here. And then I want to go check out his base stats, check out his kit real quick. And as I'm kind of summoning here, I'll tell you about how I end my days. At the end of the day, when I go to sleep, I'll try to clean up anything that I kind of left undone throughout the day. This is the worst pull ever. Marked is pretty solid, though, but I don't need her, of course. Well, I have 2 more spots, so let's go ahead and do 2 more. But yeah, the end of the day, I will farm overnight, right? I will farm overnight with my auto battles. So I have auto clicker, but I haven't used it in a long time because... even though I probably can soon, because of the... look at this energy, man. 4,800 energy. Yeah, it's been stacking up for quite a while. So I probably will do an auto-clicker overnight one of these nights soon. But most nights, 99% of nights, I just put auto battle on because I have the raid pass. So 100 attacks is usually all I need. And sometimes here and there I forget to do that too. So I waste 100 attacks. But at least I save energy that way. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at this dude. The reason I'm not all about, no matter how good or bad he is, the reason Grok Gol, the Gaunt, is not really on my radar. A high HP at 23k and high speed at 107. So really solid there. Defense serviceable at 1057. His damage is based off of HP, but he only has 1 damage dealing ability. Attacks 1 enemy, 20% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn. On the A2, 50% increased attack buff and increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns. So increased defense and increased attack on all allies for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. Heck, you know what? I think it is going to be worth fusing this guy, actually. Or fragment fusing, whatever the hell you... summoning this guy. Because that's a great ability to have, both of those. Also has a block damage buff on 1 turn on allies with less than 30% HP. That's a really, really, really great ability. Eldritch Ground. Okay. And then his passive effect on Runestone Blessing, which is on a 4-turn cooldown, plays a shield buff equal to 50% of this champion's max HP on all allies for 3 turns. And again, his HP scales very well. So has a shield buff every 3 turns that lasts 3 turns, 15% of his max HP. Passive. Heals each ally by 15% of this champion's max HP whenever a shield buff placed by this skill expires or is removed or is broken by an enemy attack. That's really solid. Allies whose shield buffs are broken will also counterattack the enemy that breaks the shield. When a shield is broken, the heal occurs instantly before any remaining damage from the shield breaker attack is taken. Yeah, so I think this is a really, really cool ability. It's on a 4-turn, so keep that in mind. But it's a nice kind of addition to his kit, and he also has HP in all battles by 25%. So you can stack him with a ton of HP. He's going to be giving you the shield, which is going to be great for 3 turns, and then all these shield passives that go with it. Has the increased attack and increased defense and block damage on all allies with less than 30% HP. I think this champion is definitely worth fusing. The reason I didn't say I needed him is because Ogren Tribes, I'm cool in Faction Wars, but I think he's a pretty solid support worth getting and investing in no matter what. He's one of the better fusion slash... fragment champions that we've had in a while, in my opinion. What do you guys think of this dude? Are you going to go after him? I'll definitely fuse him, but I'm not going to, pay money to do so. So in other words, I will take my time and just do it as the events kind of go on. Guys, that's pretty much a day in my raid life, kind of what I'm working on my account. I didn't really mention tag team, but again, I am working on making that video for you guys, covering my defensive based team, and I do get my tag team attacks in, just throughout the day if I'm able to, but that would probably be the least of my priorities. I already told you guys I don't really spend the gold bars, so, if I'm going to miss anything, it's going to be tag team battles. What about you guys? What am I missing? What do you guys work on? Oh, also, I didn't really talk about like how I upgrade champions, but I've made videos on that before. What I try to do is farm my champions in other areas. So for example, today I'm going after Arcane Keep. Usually once a week, I try to use all my multi-battles on potions. Maybe twice a week. So one day I'll do it on just regular potions in Arcane Keep, and then one day I will do it on a certain faction potions. So that way I'm never really out of potions for when I want to ascend a champion. So that's what I'm doing today, but you can see Warcaster on this team. I don't like to farm in campaign. I don't find it incredibly optimal in terms of energy efficiency. So I like to always be focusing on one or two of my champions on my auto attacks, just being a champion I'm trying to upgrade or level up normally. It's a little bit slower. It's actually a lot slower that way, but again, it's more efficient in terms of your energy. Not that I should really care about that with 4,800, but you'll see tomorrow's video probably the energy will be way down because hopefully I will be farming overnight. Guys, that's going to do it for the video. Again, let me know if you like videos like this. You don't like them, you don't care for them. Any constructive feedback is more than welcome. See you guys in the comments. Thank you for watching. If you like the content here, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. And as always, take care, guys.